Yo, what's good? It's your boy Norbs, and this is the 10-8 podcast. And I got my special guests. These guys are pretty known. They've been going viral since they've been like 8 years old. My peoples, the Grandy twins, Steven and Danny. What's good, bro?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
Y'all chilling, man? Y'all look tired. Y'all was just working out or something?
Yeah, you just got done running. We training later.
Oh, okay. So we go ahead into that. I know y'all don't got a lot of time, so let's just rock out. First of all, since Jesus Christ, sorry about that. Y'all been pretty much into boxing since y'all were 2 years old, right? I'm watching like different videos of y'all. Like, how is that even possible? Like, how what got you into boxing? What made you guys love the sport so much?
I mean, mostly, for me, for both of us, really, it was our dad. I mean, our dad kept us in the gym and kept us in there working and doing everything that we were supposed to do because we lived in a pretty terrible city and he didn't want us outside acting a fool with all the rest of the people.
Y'all from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Man, Philly's rough, man. I've been out to Philly a lot, man. I remember the first time I went to Philly, I went to go visit my guy Gilly, and Philly's just a different city, bro. Like, we outside, like on some regular stuff, and some guy just pulled up and shot somebody. Like, I'm like literally like 20 feet away, and it was normal out there. So shit, I mean, thank God you got a good father, man, to get you out of there. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah.
So now y'all reside out in Texas, right?
Yeah. Houston, Texas.
Yeah. So your father gets you into the sport at 2 years old, right? And I'm watching some of the viral stuff or whatever. And you guys really take your training serious. And it seems like because you guys are twins, you guys kind of push yourselves more. Who's the more annoying twin in the sense where who pushes harder? Because I was watching one video and I'm like, and he's like, nah, man, you throw the left like this, or you throw the uppercut like that. And it seems like one of y'all is more particular with certain things. What's the difference between y'all?
I mean, personally, I would say it's me that pushes him harder because it's more critiquing and doing the things that we need to do to make sure that one thing is right, and then we move on to the next thing. We make sure that's right, and we move on to the next thing. We don't want to keep pushing on if we don't know something that's right. So we keep doing it over and over and over again, and we apply it to real things. We're in the ring, we're using it. So it's always going to be a moment where we're in the gym, and I'm critiquing, and I'm telling him what he's doing wrong, or he's telling me what I'm doing wrong.
How about you? What you guys say about that?
I mean, I want to say it's both of us. It really depends on the day and which one of us is fighting and who's doing what. It's more of like who shot it is. I mean, what we see wrong in each other. It really depends on the day and what's wrong with it.
Now, y'all been training, like you said, since 2 years old. Y'all went viral at 8. A lot of people, I mean, I think you guys want Steve Harvey, all of that. I mean, at 8 years old, do you even realize or what was it like going through all that with everybody knowing who you guys are at that point?
I mean, at first it's fun. Like when you're young, it's really fun. It's a lot of new people. Like you see people you see on TV, and it's exciting. What do you think?
I think at first we didn't really realize what it was, like what was going on, because like we're just in an environment, we're just doing the things that we're told, since like it's scripts and stuff, and then we're just doing this and we're speaking. But like
what you mean
further on,
what do you mean it's
like they tell us what to say, not what to say, but like we know what we're doing. They're telling us like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen, so we just go on with it because our dad telling us, oh yeah, this is it, like going on shows and stuff. But then, like, further down the line, like, later on in life, when you really think about it, like, you know that, dang, I'm happy that I was presented with these opportunities.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to see a lot of these things because a lot of boxers coming up don't realize what's out there. And what I mean by that is all they know is where they're from, right? So you guys were exposed to media pressure and things of that nature. We see a lot of boxers today not handle it well. Like I see guys with the Twitter fingers and not understanding how to carry themselves in front of different people. And you guys got to experience that. But with that comes great expectation. And you guys are literally living your career in front of the camera, which most boxers don't. How's that? Like, how's literally the pressure of that?
We grew up in front of the camera, and like we grew up with lights and stuff on us. It's not really much pressure since like we grew up like that. It's not gonna be like right now. I don't feel much different than what I did before. Because before, when we grew up with it, it's like you get adjusted to it and you get used to it further down the line, and it's like it's nothing. But it's always expectations that we always want to live up to, and that we have to carry ourselves in a certain demeanor.
And it's like most people, when they get in front of the camera, it's like when they're older and they're like in their late 20s or 30s, and that's like stage fright to them. It's not really the same for us since like he said, we've been in front of the camera. It's not new to us.
I really feel like it prepared us for this moment and like prepared us further down the line for us to be able to speak regularly or do these things in front of the camera.
No, absolutely. But even with that, the camera thing is one thing, but the expectation of like, it's like when it comes to the Grandy twins, right? You guys are a brand now. It's similar to when LeBron came out of high school, right? When LeBron, and you guys, geez, you weren't even born when LeBron came out to the league, right? So when LeBron came out, right, he was daunted. He was named the king, literally right out of high school, right? So now this guy is expected to be, if not the greatest basketball player, one of the greatest basketball players, because he lived that and he was able to accomplish that. In terms of the professional stuff, right? How does that add to the pressure of you guys being great? Because you guys can't be nothing but great at this point. I mean, the way you're depicted right now.
Right now, it's no pressure at all. We're doing what we were meant to do, what we were born for, what like God put us on to do. And as of now, it's like, all right, bet. I've worked my whole life to get to this point. And now that I'm at this point, I'm gonna keep working harder and harder and harder to obtain so much more than what I thought I could do.
The same thing. I mean, we made it this far. There's no point in stopping now.
No, I mean, absolutely. It's just interesting because a lot of fighters as well. Like you guys, how was your amateur career? Like how many fights did you have in amateurs?
It's hard to say because after a while you lost track. Because we've been to so many.
You had like what, over 60? I had like 60. I want to say 30 or 25 around that, because I broke my leg for like, I want to say 2 years, and I was all like, I had to take a break.
Really?
Yeah. I broke 2 bones in my leg. I broke my fibia and my tibia. I had to stop.
Bro, what was you doing?
Skateboarding.
Oh,
stupid.
Man.
I should never been doing.
Your pots must have been hot.
Yep. So I got back though. I mean, I came back and I won the what was the last one I won? The national, the qualifier one. I came in first place in that one.
Now you go through the amateurs, and most people don't turn pro at 16. I think Canelo Alvarez turned pro like at 15 years old. Most guys 17, 18. Why turn pro so young? I mean, you don't even got your man strength yet, right? I mean, what was the thought behind going pro so young?
Amateurs is born. That's the thought behind it.
And
like that.
Yeah, it's that and our dad. So when he said that we were ready, and he said that it's not a thought. He knows like when we're ready and knows what we need to do and know where we need to be at. So if he thought that the amateurs was not where we wanted to be at or not where we needed to be at, and he thought the pros was where we were supposed to be at. So with that thought and with what he wanted us to do, that's what we were going to do, because following his instructions all the way up to this point has led us to so many great things. And further on the line, I'm saying like as we keep following what he's going to lead us to those good things.
And you're referring to your dad. Your dad has definitely been influential in your life, taking you from I mean, he trained you as well, or how does that work?
It's all our dad. He's our coach.
Main coach, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So he said you guys were ready. You guys went, had your pro debuts. How much pressure was your pro debut? Like, how did you guys feel when you guys did it?
It was no pressure at all. I mean,
it wasn't even pressure. It was the
fun.
Colombia part. That was the part that was crazy.
But you had to go to Colombia?
Yeah, we did our pro debut in Colombia, and we had to take 5 hours on a bus to Melgar, and then we stayed in this like hotel, motel. I don't even know what it really was because they don't have a lot of like places in Melgard. Melgard is like off the map.
Yeah.
It's not off the map, but it's at the bottom of the mountain. So we had to stay in this place. It was crazy. It was an experience that I never want to do again.
Bro, hell no, I don't even know where you're talking about, dog. Like, I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. So your pro debuts
Well,
over there, you guys both get victories. I know you were supposed to fight in Philly. One of you guys' opponents backed out. If I'm not mistaken, the last one. Now you're 2-0, right? Well, he's 2. I can't
He's
say.
I'm 2-0 and he's 1-0.
Okay. And you got a fight coming up December 7th. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I mean, I feel way better than what I did before when I fought in Colombia. I feel so much better as a part of the training and the camp and my mindset towards this and just not being able to fight last time. It really has prepared me for this fight. Like, I feel like now is the best time to, because if I would have fought on his card and when he was fighting, I don't feel like I would have did as great as I would be like right now.
Now you guys fight at super featherweight, no, super lightweight, right? 130, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 130, 135.
130, 135. Now there's a lot of smoke at 130, 135. There's also some top prospects. I think Cornell Moten is at 130, right? If I'm not mistaken. There's another guy, I forgot who it is. How often do you look at your peers and see what they're doing? And do you measure yourselves up against those guys?
Measuring yourself against somebody is a bad thing to do as a fighter. You start comparing yourself to other people thinking you're less than them or something like that. I mean, we all still got time to grow. We're still 16. We ain't 18, 20 yet. We got a lot of time out. We don't really measure ourselves against people. If they fight, we'll watch them fight. They lose it. They win, they win. And that's how we go on. We still got time. We still growing. It's nothing really to measure about.
Not only that, is as we progress, we're gonna get better, we're gonna get stronger, and as we progress, it's whatever comes with it. So it's not really that we're measuring ourselves, but it's more so that we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep getting better and better and better. And then as we get better, if those fights come, then they come. It's all.
Who was the fighter that growing up that you really modeled yourself to? Like you're like, damn, like this is the cat that I can see myself. Kids grow up, they want to be Iverson, Kobe. Who did you guys want to be?
I mean, like our dad, for because
For real?
our dad was a fighter. For the beginning of his life, he was a fighter and amateur boxer, and just his dedication that he did have to the sport at that time.
Especially like since he had a lot of stuff going on in his life, like he's to be able to still stay dedicated. That's our motive right there.
Like really, it's our motivation.
So it's only you guys. He has other kids, or it's just you guys got siblings, or
I have 6 sisters.
what?
Yeah.
So it's y'all and 6 others. Damn, your pops is a G for real. I mean, I got 4 kids and they drive me crazy. So to be able to still train y'all, all that is crazy. Now, of course, you're 16, so you're still in school. Because I remember when I was talking to I think your manager, and it was bugged out. I'm like, oh, what time can they do the interview? He's like, oh, when they get out of school. And I'm like, damn, they really are in school. How's that balancing school, training? I mean, shit, that's
it's not too much because we've been doing it our whole lives. So basically, it's just getting used to it, honestly.
How rigorous is it, though? Because you guys seem to take it. I watch all your training videos, and I'm like, bro, they go hard, like super hard.
Can you read it?
No, I said y'all go super hard. How hard is it to balance it? Like you're saying you're used to it, but you guys.
It's managing your schoolwork and then managing what you're doing in the gym. I mean, it's a part of life. You're always gonna have to manage different things when you get older. So the fact that we're getting that practice now and the fact that we're learning it now is a great thing in itself. But it's not really too much stress. It's you do your work, you come home, you train, and then you do the same thing every single day.
So you guys are in the same division, right? Do you guys plan on going to different divisions in order to avoid fighting each other? Because, of course, if you guys are in the division, right, would it be a unified champion? I mean, I know you guys eventually want to be champions. How does that work? Because, the Charles at 154, one's at 160, right? Yeah, from what I'm saying. Will you guys stay in the same division? What you guys looking to do?
We're not in the same division. I mean, that's why.
On the box record, I'm sorry.
I fight 130, fight 135.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault. When I read it, it said because both at 130. But how is it a goal to be the youngest champions ever?
It's always a goal. It's always a goal to obtain good things. So it's whatever comes with it as we get progress in the sport, as we do better in the sport.
Man, y'all crazy. Y'all, that shit is crazy to be. Okay, Randy, no. My fault. It's my daughter. Here, you want to come say hi since you're here? Look, say hi to the Grandy twins. Say hi.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
Uh,
Yeah, I got a daughter too, so I touch me. It's crazy. Now, my fault. At you say 130, 135. We got a lot of great fighters in those divisions. How when do you feel like that you guys will be ready to step into to going for the belts and being the top ranked guys out there?
at this point in time, it's whenever our dad says so. As we get older, it's always gonna be his decision. It's always been his decision as we got into the sport, as we did these things. It's always gonna be his decision. So when he thinks we're ready, we're gonna be ready.
How about you? Same question.
You say you asked me the same question. I mean,
Yeah, same question.
Same thing. Same thing he said. It's whenever our dad feel like we're ready.
Damn. So do you guys train with anybody else, or is just your dad? Because I know I was speaking to Joseph Brown. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Joseph. He fights at 154 pounds. He's just got signed by Mayweather, and he said his dad's his trainer, but he ended up having him train with guys like Roger. He's training with Bozy Ennis, and he just turned pro as well. I think he's 3-0. Do you guys work with other trainers? How does that work?
I mean, by training, we mainly train with our dad. But if there's like other people our dad trusts, like that we can take information from them, then yeah, we'll do like pads and they'll critique us, and then our dad will tell us stuff that we need to know about that, and then that's that. Like it's never really like just one on one with another person. It's always our dad there.
I mean, that's dope to have a father dynamic like that. There's a lot of great ones that have been out there. Shane Mosley and his dad, Floyd and his dad. It's not always smooth sailing, right? How do you deal with it? Because how do you separate the dad from the trainer aspect of it?
We don't. It's always a dad and trainer in the gym. It's a dad and a trainer at home. When we get home, it's critiquing the things that we did wrong and recapping the things that we did wrong. And then we get to the gym. It's we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna fix this, and then we fix those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. At 130, who do you see right now as the best fighter at 130 pounds?
I mean, there's not really, in my mind, there's not really a best fighter. I mean, there's people who are on the top right now that they continue to be on the top. When I get there, that's who I'm gonna be with. It's not really a best fighter. It's just people up there. I don't really consider people as best fighters.
So you don't really look at the competition, see where people to stack that and nothing like that.
It's no point in doing that. That's measuring yourself. That's saying, "Oh, I need to be this great. I'm not that great already." That make you like it mess up your mind and make you think that you're not as great as you really are.
Same question for you at 135.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's mindset. I'm not worried about who's at the top. I'm worried about it when I get to the top and when I get there, because I know that I'll be at the top of that division.
I mean, your mindset is crazy. You guys don't sound like you're 16 years old. You guys sound like vets. Just the way you answer it. I'm being real, bro. Like, do y'all go out? Do y'all chill? Do y'all party? Who gets more girls between the twins? Like, tell me something. There got to be something.
I mean, it's straight boxing. It's always boxing.
Come on, bro. Ain't got the shorties going around. Come on. You got a twin. No. For real?
You gotta stay dedicated.
I think y'all front. I'm not gonna front. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. I'm messing with y'all, but I definitely appreciate y'all coming, man. Let them know where they could catch your fight at December 7th.
At the Parx Casino in Philadelphia.
And then do you have anything scheduled?
We have our Instagram. It's Grandy Twins _boxing.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate y'all coming on. Definitely thank you for the time. I apologize again for you guys at Central Time. But again, man, I wish y'all luck. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. I definitely want to continue to support y'all on anything I could do. But I
Thank you.
definitely appreciate you, man. Like I'm gonna be rooting y'all on, man. Is there a link you can watch, or it's just gonna be you gotta just
If
buy
there is, it'll be on our Instagram. You can search up Grandy Twins on any platform and it'll show up.
All right, my guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
That was quick.
Yeah, baby.